did was on the side of the bridge. We have video of this being on the side of the bridge. Yeah. Sorry?
That's theft of property.
From you.
Okay. So what you do with it, when else go you?
When I don't know how to tell you this. Saying that this all body. Everything is being recorded on body. I've told you yes. It's yes now. It's yes tomorrow. It's yes on Monday. The answer is yes. It's all on body. We can stop asking about that. I asked you if there's any problem with stuff that doesn't belong to you. You said this. Correct? No. You didn't say that.
Now you're out. You don't want to.
That's perfect. Good idea.
All right. Peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. There you see again in Lincoln Heights, Ohio. There's 47-year-old William Bader, who was caught by the police distributing racist Nazi triple K propaganda in the neighborhood that just recently, about 2 weeks ago, experienced a Nazi demonstration that got the whole community up in arms. And you see the actual police officer who stopped him taking out a banner. Now, that banner was placed on the bridge after the neo-Nazis left, and it was a banner of like peace and love or something. So he took the initiative to take the banner down and go around the neighborhood and start dropping these racist Trinity White Knight memorabilia, which is a KKK group. Now, the residents of Lincoln Heights who have began armed and patrolling their own communities messed around and followed him. Now, he's lucky they didn't put them things on, but what they did was call the police, and then there the police go. You see the police talking to him, and I'm gonna show you two more videos. One of the police letting him go, and the guy literally driving off laughing. It almost, seems to me that, either the police are complicit or they know this guy. Like, he's just laughing. He's looking at the police like, yeah, this is a joke, right? You're literally, messing with me. Matter of fact, I'm just going to play this video from the body cam footage of that officer that you just saw. And you guys tell me what you think in the comments.
Outrage over hate speech directed toward Lincoln Heights and surrounding communities continues to boil. And tonight, we're getting a look from police perspective here as they confront a man accused of throwing KKK flyers across town. WCPO 9 News reporter Sean Delancey shows us the video.
Hamilton County Sheriff body camera footage shows the multi-department response to reports of a man throwing racist KKK flyers out of his car window in Lockland and Lincoln Heights.
Hate speech is free speech. There ain't no littering.
William Bader got 2 littering tickets. One for throwing out flyers in Lockland and one for throwing out flyers at the corner of Lindale Court and Shepherd Street here in Lincoln Heights. Bader admitted to doing it.
I started in Toledo.
Just hitting towns as you go
All
by?
the way down. Every one of these bags had 500 of them in there, hit 16 towns.
He told officers he'd been doing it in the greater Cincinnati area going all the way back to 2022 and didn't intend to target the Lincoln Heights community just 2 weeks after neo-Nazis rallied on this I-75 overpass. The same overpass on which police say Bader took a flag and signs bearing welcoming messages earlier that night.
He can claim that wasn't intentional, but I'm not really buying that.
I'm not buying it either.
A sheriff's deputy warned members of the Lincoln Heights Neighborhood Watch who'd followed Bader through town to be careful.
Here's the problem. You guys start stopping cars, take off the exits, and you guys, we're all my problems.
So here's the thing.
These people, you can't with those people.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Off over restraint. Listen, all of us are pissed off about this.
Absolutely.
The deputy refused to give Bader a flag he'd seized back.
You saying you didn't take a flag from it?
No, I did. I took property that didn't belong to you.
The lieutenant told him to leave. Bader did so, cackling.
See you tomorrow.
Later.
In Auckland, I'm Sean Delancey, WCPO 9 News.
Right. So there you see the interaction with William Bader, the neo-Nazi coward, and the police. First of all, he's there at 3:20 in the morning, which is once again an act of cowardice, right? Spreading that literature, throwing it out the windows, not handing it to people, but he's throwing it out the windows. And he's talking about he came way down from, Pennsylvania. He's going all the way down, or whatever the case may be. And that may very well be true. But the fact that he's saying he didn't specifically target this area, he didn't know, is a lie, because he knew to go exactly to that bridge, possibly that same bridge where he stood at 2 weeks ago with masks on, with the police escorting him, possibly those same police, and he goes and takes that flag down. So he definitely knew what he was doing, once again, coming back to the historically Black neighborhood of Lincoln Heights. But what's also disturbing about this story is the way the police are talking to the residents who live there, telling them, well, if you guys, here's the problem. You guys keep following people and stopping cars, there's going to be a problem. But the problem isn't them. It's the guy that they let drive off hackling and cackling. And, talking about, all of us are pissed off about this. All of us. But he wouldn't let the person get a word in edgewise. You see the Black brother try to say, well, look, here's the thing. And then, he cut him off. So that point I like to make in all the videos, how the Black people who are simply standing up for themselves, not to be the victims of hate demonstrations or hate speech, now they're being demonized by the police, while they let this man clearly ride off into the sunset with 2 tickets. Hate speech should be considered. He's talking about hate speech is free speech. What he's doing is going to cause a problem. It's not going to go away. And so for allowing someone to keep agitating like that is almost a sign of complicity, or, wanting these things to happen. Now, another thing, they mentioned the guy's name, William Bader. They didn't mention any past history, any record, any DWI, and he clearly looks like he's on something there. He clearly, I've spent a lot of my times in the underworld, and he definitely looks like an addict of some sorts. So why didn't the news do all of the hype about this man and his background and how terrible he is in these instances? Instead of berating and belittling the brothers, talking about we're going to have a problem, and police talk to the members of the Lincoln Heights Protection Coalition, and I know that's not the name, whatever name they said, and they warned them about the trouble they could cause, right? Always shifting the blame to the brothers, but letting this guy ride off into the sunset. But here is what the people of Lincoln Heights had to say about this incident.
Welcome here. That's the message from city leaders all coming together tonight for a meeting after several instances of hate crimes in our area. The latest happening just overnight. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office telling us that someone was caught distributing KKK flyers in Lincoln Heights. News 5's Daisy Kershaw was at that meeting. She joins us now live with more. Daisy.
Lindsay. Advocates, faith leaders, community members, policymakers, and local law enforcement were all here at tonight's meeting in Norwood, coming together to discuss solutions and standing up against this hate.
Our community just didn't feel that they were safe.
Early this morning, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, along with Laughlin and Wyoming officers, responding to reports of a man throwing racist propaganda pamphlets from his car in the Lincoln Heights area. Law enforcement identifying the man as 47-year-old William Bader. He was ticketed by multiple agencies for littering. The Sheriff's Office telling us that Bader was spotted by members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch, a group formed in response to the neo-Nazi demonstration that took place just 2 weeks ago in the area.
Our individuals are taking their constitutional right, their American right, to protect their families, protect their home ground, and once again, protect a legendary dome in Hamilton County, the first African-American community in the Mason-Dixon line.
Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey saying in a statement tonight, The sheriff's office does not condone nor agree with hate speech that is proliferated by anyone, including Nazis and the KKK. The sheriff's office remains committed to working with the residents of the village of Lincoln Heights to ensure their safety. The sheriff also addressing the situation at tonight's meeting in Norwood.
My team are here to listen to all of you, because that is the way that we come to solutions. We're doing our best to hold these people accountable.
The meeting, organized by Bishop Sonny James, bringing together dozens to talk about solutions to stand up against this hate.
If it's going to be, it's up to me.
Community members and leaders from the greater Cincinnati area there to be part of the conversation.
We need to be able to hear our citizens in our community to understand what their pain points are and make sure that we have tangible ways in which to address it.
And to have that kind of hatred is not acceptable anywhere. So we will run them out of town, run them out of the country. America is not a place for Nazis. We don't do that here. We don't do the hate here.
Now, we were also told that Bader was found to be in possession of a homemade flag created by members of the Lincoln Heights community to display on that overpass where neo-Nazis demonstrated just 2 weeks ago. It was a peace flag. We're told that officers got that back and were able to return it, so it was put in its rightful spot. Now, we are also told that tomorrow the Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church is hosting a press conference to discuss the next steps in addressing this hate. We're told they'll also be releasing video evidence. Live tonight in Norwood, Daisy Kershaw, WLWT News 5.
And so there you see once again another group of community meetings which have been happening for 2 weeks, and then you see the sheriff of Hamilton County, in which Lincoln Heights resides in, Charmaine McDuffie, or McDuff, whatever her name is, talking about, well, we're here to listen and, you know, and see what you don't have to, you know what you got to do. We're trying our best to hold these people accountable. No, you're not, because that person should have been arrested there on the spot and charged with a hate crime, right? The lady literally said at the beginning of that clip, you can go back and watch it. She said, well, you know, hate is not welcome here. That is what the citizens are saying in the latest of a series of hate crimes. Hate crime. She acknowledged what they are doing is a hate crime. What that man did is a hate crime. Why? He got charged with littering, right? That is a crime. What did he litter? Things with hate speech on him. He committed a hate crime, right? It's so easy for them to implement it in other cases, but when it comes to allowing that jacket to be worn by their own, then it's, oh, well, we're just trying our best. We want to meet with you to see, you know, what you want and, you know, how we can help. You know how you can help. You know how you can help. So that's a lot of the political posturing. That's why, you know, these days I'm not going to a whole bunch of meetings. If we're going to do something, we're going to do it. And those police know they don't have to meet with the community. They know who and what. They know that guy. They know this group has been distributing flyers once again since 2022. And I've actually did a entire report on the Trinity White Knights. You can go back and look at this channel from, you know, about this time last year. That is a group that targets that area. And so to tell the members of that community, like my brother was saying, they exercising their God-given rights to protect their community, to patrol their home ground, and to keep people out when they don't feel safe. So the fact that the police officers are telling them, hey, nah, man, y'all can't be doing this, lets me know whose side they're on. And so, you know, we have the Black Vice Mayor. She's giving her opinion, and, you know, shout out to her and shout out to all the members, once again, of Lincoln Heights, because they have a strong historical community. Like you said, this is the first established African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line in the history of the United States of America. So for William Bader, the coward William Bader, to say that, oh, well, he didn't know this and that, and the officers even said that. I don't believe, you know, I don't believe that this was unintentional. They even said that. How is it unintentional? Like, he can go right to the bridge that him and his friends were on. And I'm just going to say him and his friends was on. he was probably one of the guys that was there. Go right to the bridge, take down the message of love and peace, and then ride through the neighborhood and start dumping stuff out the window. And so, you know, while the residents have that right, once again, it's a continuous agitation. It's a continuous powder keg. It's a continued poking and picking and prodding at me. You know what I'm saying? Until I stop. Nobody wants to wake up with that stuff in their yards and on their lawns and having their kids to look at that. Like he has traumatized or has the capability to traumatize hundreds, maybe thousands of people who are just trying to live their life. So, you know, for all the people who, you know, don't think that this is a problem, you try going through it. You know, why don't you just tell people to leave other people alone? You know, nobody, you know, no black, and I know a lot of black proud people, but none of the black organizations are running around white neighborhoods distributing, you know, RBG materials, or, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever group or organization who is, you know, trying to stand up against this. But this is definitely, man, something that the police know that they can do something about, but it's always a double-sided standard of justice. What are they going to do about it? And this is another instance of continuous agitation and provocation by these groups and lack of action by the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all for watching.